We bet, yeah, we bet.
I've never even forged a button. Perhaps Forge Master Luber's having fun at my
I wouldn't put it past him.
Sorry, I'm Saver, soon to be former apprentice. People are buying up weapons. He wants me to make a carving knife. I don't suppose...
I'm afraid not.
Never mind.
I could give you a hand if you like. I know how busy the...
I'd be a...
So,
Good question. And then there's this...
the way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving loop. We need information.
You're right. Now, there's plenty. There's the butcher. They're bound. I'll talk...
All right.
Let's hope this...
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I'd better get to it.
The finest fabric!
The most fragrant herbs and spices from the
Welcome, sir.
A question. I need to know what...
You a blacksmith or
Something.
Fair enough. First, give me a blade.
So a knife.
Made from the stoutest stoneware. Everything I've worked for. No matter all those years.
Are you all right?
The baths are consent.
But
I'm
all right. I'll go and take a look.
wonderful. Leave them up. These my.
I'll be asking for you again, my sweet.
Then see that you stay a little longer.
Won't you come and play, handsome?
1,000 gil for a measly bunch of Gazal greens.
Yes, they're quite sought after. Lord Kupka has several...
The baths are, closed for scrubbing.
Look, Father. Hot water. Sweet inside.
Ah, they've opened the gate.
Lubor was true to his word.
We can make our way back to the Fang now, at least.
Yeah, but what would be the point? With the mind...
What is it? I'm in no mood for chatter.
Sorry.
Hunter
I have a question.
has to be able to put your knife snaps every time you use it. You'll be spending coin as fast as you make it. Times are hard enough as it.
Thank you. I won't keep you any longer.
All business, eh? Man after my own heart.
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
Plates and pots. Bowls and... Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
It would make a
My carpets have brighter plates.
So, how'd it go? You learn anything useful, or should I be looking for a new trade?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp. But I don't see how that relates to the spirit of Dalmil.
I didn't have much luck either. All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light. Too heavy and they do his shoulder in.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalmil remark. But that can't be right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully. No. We must be missing something. Something right in front of our noses, most likely.
No doubt you're right, but I have to make a start soon. I can't put off making this knife forever.
Agreed. Lubo wouldn't like that much.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin, and it sharpens up nicely with a bit of effort. Trouble is, it's either durable or it's light. Meaning someone is going to be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor, probably.
Is there no one else you can turn to? Someone who knows their metals, perhaps?
The other apprentice...
Yes,
Take a
they're
sniff,
quite
sir.
sweet.
Kneaded to a silken softness, like in a cloud with a cross.
Just look at the
Hanging lanterns, keep
We should get going soon.
Do you have water?
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubo?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Talmeki and Walud are allies, and as you have seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
Got some side stuff to do first. That's what side stuff to do first.
Come on, girl, the gate's open now, we can press on. Don't tell me you put down roots. What the hell are those?
By the flames. That explains the heat.
Fuck out of here. Good job. Some more? There's some more? What the fuck? The guy was hard or something. I gave it to him. I was serious. Okay. Okay. Must be the main one, right? Oh, shoot. That's on the head. Watch out. Who's that with it? Oh. Yeah, I can block too. That's how it worked. It worked. It worked.
Let's cool things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths.
There he is. The man who saved my business. I was hoping we'd be seeing you again. The baths grow more bearable by the moment. It won't be long now before we are back to business as usual.
I'm glad to hear it.
Now, tell me this. What did you find at the terraces? What threatened to make me a pauper?
Not what I expected, that's for certain.
You tell a fine story. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures made of flame, eh? That's something new to worry about. But I've burdened you with my worries enough already. Here, a small something by way of thanks. Right. It's high time I got back to work. With a little luck, the day might yet be salvaged.
We gonna level up, y'all. Not much. We leveled up. I see we go up 3s.
Mate!
Well, this is no good. I was hoping to get out of the heat for a little while.
Oh well, lady. We're playing. What the hell is it?
Any luck? Or will you be needing help with your bags?
Well, I asked her, but... you tell him.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, there are options. They're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so doesn't come cheap.
And it's beyond my skill to handle.
Unique to ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalmil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it. Make it lighter.
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. Then that's what he'll expect you to use. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalmil remark wasn't a riddle, but a hint.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose. Folk first settled Dalmil to get at her mineral deposits. And, if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell! That must be it! I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate to ask after all that you've done for me, but...
Limestone? Fine. I can hardly abandon you now. Besides, I want to know if this is the answer to Lubor's little riddle.
I can't thank you enough, Clive. You'll have no trouble finding limestone over in the terraces. The place is bloody made of it.
Then I suppose I'll meet you back at the forge.
Right you are. See you shortly.
I was thinking I'm about to run around all day. Hell, no.
Throw it in the furnace.
Where the hell I'm at?
This is no good.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
My carpets have
Take a sniff, good sir.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Here, have a taste.
Plates and pots!
Sweet incense!
Well, we can make our way back to the... now at least.
We should get going soon.
One rock looks a lot like another. But hopefully this is what Southern need. I wasn't sure how much you'd need, but I hope this is enough.
You are one of the good ones, you know that? You and that merchant both, she's got quite a gift for teaching that one. Now, time to see if limestone is the secret weapon we were hoping for.
Like, only be a weapon or something?
That'll do, I reckon. A knife forged from the very rocks of Dalmil. Her spirit, if you will.
It's a fine-looking blade.
I only hope Master Lubor agrees.
That sounds like my cue. And just as well. I was getting tired of waiting.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalmil?
I'd like to think so. But what do you think?
What do I think indeed? It's sharp-ish, but it won't last long with hard use. And it's heavy, heavier than it should be. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark.
And I was so certain I had it all worked out.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but it certainly shows initiative. Next question. How much do you think I would charge if I'd made this?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you could demand a heavy purse.
And who would be able to pay that? The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn? Dalmil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and ladies. Rule number 1 in any business, Sava, know your customers.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is just about passable. But only just. I'd say you're worth keeping around a little longer. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil of your own.
I will. Thank you. I was wondering, what would you do if you were asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute fortune.
There goes a master, all right.
It looks like congratulations are in order.
I couldn't have done it without you. So much for the Forge Master's riddle, though, eh? The spirit of Dalmil had nothing to do with limestone or anything much at all. Meaning, I had you run around for no good reason.
You've passed your test. That's all that matters. You'll have a forge of your own in no time.
And when I do, I'll craft you the finest carving knife you have ever seen.
I don't want it. Oh, I don't want it. Goblin coin.